are going to do a chair yoga arm strengthening session. As you know, when we do a chair yoga class, well, if you've tried a chair yoga class, we try to incorporate some arm work by use of weights or just like working the arms, because we're not often weight bearing in the chair yoga class on our arms like we can do in the floor class. So we're going to do a little session here. We'll do some warm-ups with a yoga tie, and then I have a bunch of weights, and this is great when you're at home if you have a couple of different weights to choose from. And if you get tired, you can always go down in weight. So what I have here is let's see what I have. I have an 8, which is a heavy for a chair yoga class. A 5 is decent, and a 3, but it can also be 2s or 1s. So if I have a group class, people often use 3s, sometimes 2s, max 5s. But since this is a video for you at home, you might want to crank it up a little bit. And just because maybe you're in a position where you're going to need to do some seated exercises, there's no need to skimp on the arm strength. So if you want, those are my suggestions today. We'll see what I do. So this is just going to be just arms. So if you have a yoga tie or a belt of some kind, like if it has a buckle on it, hold on to the buckle so that you don't bunk yourself in the face with a hard buckle. So it doesn't have to be these yoga ties, but bathrobe belts from your bathrobe, terry cloth, like that's just soft and nice. So lift up, make sure I'm in the screenshot here. All right, so arms up, and I have a wide positioning with my hands. We're gonna just breathe the arms forward and back. And it's the exhale going back. Inhale forward a bit, and exhale, stretch back. So fairly easy, and you let yourself get into your breath this way. Inhale forward, exhale back. One more time like that. Inhale forward, exhale back. I'm trying to keep the shoulders down so that I'm not shrugging them up when I do this. Now we're going to paddle a little bit. If you want to sit a little wider with your legs, that's good. So you can take out the turns a little bit. So paddling, paddling, paddling. And if you want, you can stretch a little bit more with the upper body here, side to side. Good. Let's paddle backwards as well. So just switch direction. So if you have one shoulder that's somewhat, a little bit injured or tight, what's so helpful is to let the other, the good shoulder or arm, help the other one out. So, but pay attention to what feels good and right for you. Let's stretch a little bit straight to the side now. So I have a wide stance with my feet, leaning over to one side. You don't have to go super far, just where you feel it. And over to the other side. Good, and come back up. Bring the arms down for a moment and let the blood flow back down into the arms. Shake out your arms. Good, circle the wrists. Switch direction. And we're gonna do one more stretch overhead with this yoga tie. And you might want it wider now. So if you go back to where you were, we're going to find our edge back there and loosen the grip with a hand so you can go all the way down in the back, if that works for you. Breathing in, bring the arms forward a bit. Exhale, go back. Inhale forward just a little bit, but not all the way where you came from. Exhale, go back. And now I'm sliding my hand out a little bit. You can take it one more sort of repetition here. Inhale forward, exhale, go back. Slide the hand out if you need, or go all the way down. So you were able to go down, so you should be able to go up, but it might feel slightly different. So if the upward journey, if you need to widen that grip again, do. So no torture here. So if you have free range of motion here now, go back and forth a few times. Great. All the way to the front. Release the yoga tie. We're going to try to do this with just the fingers interlaced behind your back. I'll turn to the side, but you can stay straight if you want. You might just have to lean forward to lift the arms up. Pull the shoulder blades down on your back, shoulder blades together, arms straight, and on an exhale, lift up the arms. Inhale down, exhale up. One more time, inhale, and exhale, lift up. Hold it here. If you have a chair like I, and you're like tall enough to feel comfortable putting the arms on top of the backrest, it depends on how tall you are to do that comfortably, or range of motion. But this, I like to hold it here, pressing the chest forward. Otherwise, you just hold it free. One more breath, there. And then slowly release the arms. Great. Circle the wrists again. Sitting grounded with the feet. And then elbows. Switch direction. Good. And then do this. Same direction with the elbows. Switch direction. Only moving from below the elbows. Good. And out. And in. And out. And in. And out. Good. And relax. So let's pick up the light dumbbells first. And so I'll pick up my threes, whatever you have there. Shoulders down on your back. And we're lifting up, up, and down, down, up, and down, down. Keep going like this, and if you feel like wherever I'm lifting it's too high, keep a little bit lower range of motion. Maybe you're here, building your strength at your level. Good, so it could be a little lower. It could even be lower if you need to. You want to work where you're feeling like you're not hiking the shoulders up like this because you're lifting the arms out. But if you have a little bit more range of motion, go for it. Just keep the shoulders down and a little bit of core engagement. And stay up high, wherever high is to you, and pulsing 8. Pulse 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one more time. 8, 7, 6, 5. Remember, it could be much lower than this. Bump, ba-dum, 1. Bring them down. Roll the shoulders back. Lean forward. Let the arms hang straight down. And do the arms straight, but tiny, tiny bend. So a little bit of a bend in the elbow, just to protect the elbow joint. And we're going to lift the arms out to the side. Engage your core, because you have a flat back here, and you're leaning forward. And we're pressing back, shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. Shoulder blades together. Good. And I'm using the light weights for these first two exercises because they might not be our strongest muscles. Good. Let's do a few more. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Dum. Good. Bring it up. Let's do a couple of small presses here as well. Just 8. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's put these weights down. Come up, shake your arms out. Okay, pick up your, I'll pick up my 5s, so whatever you want to match that up with. For biceps curls, we're starting now. And it could be a little heavier, and see what you want to do. Let's bend both elbows at the same time, up and down. Good, sitting nice and tall in your seat here. Engage core a little bit. You can accentuate that core engagement by exhaling as you lift the weights up, up. And it's a little bit of a curl, so when you're coming up here, turn the back of your hand, or top of your hand forward, and thumbs rotating out. So it's a little bit of a sort of squeeze twist there at the end. Okay, I'm gonna bring up the pace a little bit. So 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Another angle. Turn your wrist out. And 8, 7, good. 6, 5, 4, 3. And now we're going to put it together like this. So right arm starting right, forward, and down. Left, forward, and down with that curl. And then to the side and to the side. Repeating on forward, down, forward, down, left, or right side, forward side, left side, side, and forward, forward, side, side. Let's see if we can speed it up. And if you want to, do a little bit of a twist with your body, and you can, unless it makes you dizzy, you can actually look, 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 look. Look where you're turning to. But if that makes you dizzy, just keep a steady focus forward. So, right starting. Right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, left. So if you twist a little bit here, and actually exhale, you can get a little bit of a core work in. Let's do one more round of all directions. That's it. And rest. Okay. I'm going to tire out the biceps so just a little bit more. And if you want, then bring up the weight if you like. And then we'll continue with some shoulders also. So, if you're tired in your biceps right now, you can stay with the same weight, or you can go down. All right. So both arms up this time. Up, up, and down. Down. One more forward, and down. To the side. And the angle to the side, we'll do twice, is up to you how much of an outward angle you're holding. 2 forward, 2, up, and down. One more time. Up, down, and to the side twice. On a double count, or on a 2 count. Good. Can we do singles? I might slow it down a little bit. Up, down, out. Up, down, and out. Up, down, and out. Let's do one more. Up, down, and out. Good. So hopefully you feel that a little bit. Otherwise, just adjust your weights accordingly. Actually, we'll keep these heavy ones now. Your heavy, whatever that is. Take a deep breath in and sigh it out. Really relax the shoulders down. One more deep breath in. And sigh it out. All right, we're gonna lift the dumbbells up high, up, up, and down. And up, up, and down. Great. Up, up, and down. If this is too heavy, go down in weight or even no weights. All of these things you can do without weights. If you're a beginner and working out your arms, coming out of an injury, or just, want to be really gentle with yourself. Good. Let's do 2 more here. Up, up, and down. One more. Good. Keep the heavier weights. Lean forward. Now we're going to work with arms straight to begin with, but when you're lifting up, pull the elbows up and pinch the shoulder blades together. Show from the side. So you make sure you also have a flat back and engage your core. Exhale. So you're feeling strong where you're sitting here. Arms hanging straight down and pull up. 7. We'll do it fairly slow, but on a single count. Bump, bum, bum, bum. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shift the angle to elbows Going back and arms brushing along the rib cage. 2, 3, 4, counting down 4, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold it here. Pressing up small. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And release. Good. We'll take a moment to rest. Tune into your breath. Sigh it out. Hopefully you feel some of this work in the arms now. And if not, you just adjust accordingly next time you do the practice. This is arm strength only we're focusing on. We're going to do some stretches at the end. But we have one more exercise I want to do for triceps or a couple of exercises for triceps because I want you to choose. You can choose using the dumbbell or dumbbells overhead, or we can do this variation where you're leaning forward and you have your dumbbells here going out, and I'll show a little more in detail. What you can also do, if you feel good and safe, this is chair yoga, so whatever you have going on with your body, you have to make sure you feel safe to do it. But a nice little triceps dip, if we were in a floor class, there's ways to do this. But with the chair, it's actually a great opportunity to get some good range of motion in there, and it's heavy because it's our body weight. So you decide if this works. So let me show that first. You're holding on to the front of your chair, but you make sure that this doesn't tip like so. So you have to get to know your chair, and I'm holding my body really close to the edge of the chair, arms so straight. Do not let your shoulders come up. Shoulders down, press your chest forward, and then bend your elbows only. Small range of motion is, great to explore first to feel like you're safe here. So you can do this with me now if you want to try it. And small or a little bigger, okay? Just make sure that you don't get so tired that you fall down, because that's a high, it's far away from the ground for a shoulder joint or the stretch. So you don't want to fall down. Make sure you have a little spare strength to come up safely. All right, come out of that one. Rest. You might want to do it, and if you're really good at it, you might be doing it while I'm talking. But with the other triceps I would suggest take your heaviest weight or bunching up a couple of weights is also really good for your grip of your hands. But let's say I'm using just my 8 right now. But definitely with 2 arms together like this, you can do more. So we have this one. You keep your elbows pointing up, and you're extending the arms up. If you've tried that now and it's not comfortable because it's bunching up around the neck or it just doesn't feel right, do this variation, but please take lighter weights for that because your arms will be, 2 arms separate, and we're gonna have an incline forward, elbows high, and then going 8, 7, 6, like that. Or, I counted wrong, that's okay. 2, and 1. All right. So let me give you a little more time for that. Pick one of those 3, and I'll do one. And we'll begin. All right, so you picked something, hopefully. I think I'll do this one. So let's begin wherever you are. And if you're doing the one with the hands on the chair, make sure you come up before you're too tired. I don't want you to fall. All right, so forward, if you're here. 8, 7, coming out now, or just a few more. Boom. Doing 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. Slowly come out of where you are. If you were in the dips here, make sure you slide up carefully. Good. Let go of any weights you might be holding onto. Shake out your arms. Hopefully you feel a little bit right now. Triceps there. Good. So your tricep stretch, if you have a hard time doing this one, this might be not such an easy stretch, but I'll show you a little technique how to make it best possible stretch. So if we're going to bend the right arm up above the head, you might not be able to get it so far behind your head, but make sure whatever you're doing that you take help from here now, your left hand. Grab your left hand on the elbow, and then use your, I'm going to try to turn around and show it this way. So use your thumb of the arm you're helping with and press together that arm. So you're folding your right arm. I'm not sure I was even in camera there. So fold that arm that you're stretching together. Tighten that angle and then bring it a little bit more behind. You know, whatever you can do. Hold it. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. Good. We'll do the other arm. So grab hold with a hand. Use your thumb. Press that thumb on the forearm to fold together that arm. And if you can, then you bring it, the whole arm behind you a little bit more. But that could be depending on what shoulder allows to do. Tricky or not. And release. Roll your shoulders back. Let's do our yoga mudra arms again. So shoulder blades together, chest forward, knuckles reaching for the chair. Exhale, lift up, and if you like to put your arms on the backrest. Great, so this will be about like a 25-minute practice, so it's a good arm session. I feel this could be a good one. So got a little bit of this and that in it. And if you have a variety of weights, you can mix and match and, you know, grow in that practice, starting a little lighter and building it. All right, I want to do one more stretch with you. So you need your wall or a door frame or something. It makes you, I have to duck down here a little bit. So stand against the wall or a door frame, bring your elbow on the wall and bring it a little bit above the shoulder and behind the shoulder. Step forward on your inner leg and press your chest, kind of squared off chest. Press that chest forward until you feel a nice stretch in the pec and maybe anterior deltoid. Stretch forward. Good. And then release. And we'll do it on the other side. So this is if you can get up. Otherwise, you know, if you can get to a door frame later today somehow, like if you're in a wheelchair or something like that as well, you could maybe roll up, lock the chair and get that nice stretch in. So we're doing the other side if you can at this point. Otherwise, just breathe. And we are good. Finishing up this session with just a bit of a centering again. So sit down if you were standing. Close your eyes and begin just notice your breath as it is right now. Maybe notice your heart rate. Maybe it's beating just a little bit faster from effort. I don't know. Allow yourself to slow down. Feel like you're allowing for some rest. You're allowing for grounding and tuning in to yourself. down through the feet or through the sits bones, root chakra, whatnot, just to make an earth connection, connect with Mother Earth. Take a moment to feel grounded and that you belong, and maybe offer up your love and gratitude to our beautiful planet. You can visualize that planet just the way you want it to be. Vibrant, healthy, beautiful. And then take a moment to tune in to see what your positive intention needs to be right now for yourself. And maybe you have a dedication or some gratitudes or anything like that as well. And we'll send it out. We'll chant just one Om and get some help and guidance from the universe. So let's chant it out on one Om. Deep breath in. And bring your palms together in a gentle bow to seal that in. Good. So good work, and hope you feel a little bit of that work. Otherwise, just up the game a little bit with your weights. And hope you try some other practices for the chair yoga to get a little bit more full body. But all right, let's build some arm strength. Have a great day or evening, if that's the case. Bye.